What up, people? How's it going? It's your boy Dedrick Cologne from House of Wrestling, and this video is kind of special because this is the first breakdown of the dream matches for House of Wrestling. Most of you are familiar with me in the previous wrestling podcast I was on. We would do dream matches, but man, do I got some dream matches in store here. So this video is going to be pretty unique. Like, share, comment, follow House of Wrestling on YouTube and the various social media platforms. Greatly appreciate it. Um, just thankful for all of the contributors and stuff like that for House of Wrestling. Had to take a moment to think about that for a second. So, you guys ready? This is gonna be fun. All right. So, this dream match is Bron Breakker, NXT 2.0's Bron Breakker versus Josh Alexander from Impact Wrestling. And I know many of you like, that's an interesting dream match. When I was coming up with this dream match, I wanted to put Bron Breakker in one of the dream match segments because, let's face it, that guy is a superstar in the making. Um, he is somewhat the one of the few backbones to NXT 2.0. NXT's relaunch since, you could say September. He's got the look. Also, he is the son of one of my personal favorite tag teams of all time, the Steiner brothers. His dad is Rick Steiner, the Dogface Gremlin. He has very similar traits to him, but man, does he sound like his uncle Scott Steiner. Man, identical. It is scary. But nonetheless, man, that guy is going to be a great superstar. He has the intensity. He just has that grit. He has that fight. When he wrestles, it doesn't come across like it's, somewhat of a show. It's like he's there to fight, which, if you're a wrestling fan, you like a wrestler like that. But yeah, his repertoire so far, um, man, it's good. It's good. It reminds me a lot of his dad when his dad was in the Bill Watts UWF when he was teaming with Sting and Eddie Gilbert and stuff like that. And then when we jumped to Jim Crockett Promotions and was with the Varsity Club with Mike Rotunda, Kevin Sullivan, and Dan Spivey. Yeah, he's got, man, similar traits to his dad. He's got that Steiner line. That was a sweet clothesline. But man, this dream match would be this would be a good one. This would be a good one. Not so much as because of the names and the brands that they represent, but just because of the work. Josh Alexander's work, that dude can wrestle. He's very underrated. Some people do give him his due, but a lot more people should give him his due as far as his in-ring work. Um, his work that he was doing with Ethan Page in the North. They were a phenomenal tag team. This year alone, his matches with see, look, I had to write it down. So if you see me looking down, I'm reading off a list. Just a few matches that he's had that have been pretty good. His match against Christian at Bound for Glory a couple days ago. Suzuki, the Alton X match at, was it Homecoming? Was it? Yeah. Against TJP, El Phantasmo, Ace Austin, Black Taurus. If you watch his work, man, he's a great technical worker. Submission, um, the dude's it. And I think with these two wrestlers, Bron Breakker, which honestly they should change his name to freaking Rex Steiner. Bron Breakker sucks. But man, there's somewhat of a contrast in style, but also there's a similarity because of I can't remember if Bron Breakker has a background in amateur. Maybe he does, high school or something like that. I think I read that somewhere. But I know he definitely gets it from his dad. Like, it's just candy. It's literally almost similar to Randy Orton picking it up, just like his dad, Bob Orton. But man, the power, the speed, and the intensity and the grit of Bron Breakker with the intensity, um, you could say somewhat Josh Alexander is somewhat of a sharpshooter. Shout out to Bret Hitman Hart. But their work, that would be a really good match because you have the power, the intensity, the grit, the fight of Bron Breakker, and then you have the athleticism, the technician. Uh, just man, oh my god, that would be so good, so good. I'm not gonna pick a winner in these dream matches because I'll let you guys have that in the comment section and everything. But man, that would be a phenomenal dream match. Bron Breakker versus Josh Alexander. Um, they could probably go 30 minutes. I know Bron Breakker's relatively new, but hey, his dad and his uncle used to go in those tag team matches when they broke out, man, against Doom, the Arn Anderson, and Barry Windham. Man, who else? Man, I'm forgetting somebody else. A Samoan SWAT team, Rikishi and Samu. Um, Man, those are some classic battles. Check those videos out after you finish watching this video. But man, Bron Breakker versus Josh Alexander, the style, the intensity, um, that would be a nice feud. That would be a nice feud over a title, and we're starting to see Bron Breakker. Hey, he can talk. He's got some mic skills. He can hold his own. It's to the point. It's not this grand promo that we're used to by so many wrestlers now. That's it's just to the point, blunt, just old school. Love it. But yeah, Josh Alexander with his repertoire, the matches that he's had in Impact Wrestling, you know his work, and you look at the work that Bron Breakker has been building since he arrived in NXT 2.0. Whew, that'll be a good one. It will be a good one. So that is my dream match for the first installment of the dream matches. Bron Breakker versus Josh Alexander. But man, it'd be good. So let me know what you guys think. Like, share, comment this video. Leave your comments below on who do you think would win this match. Bron Breakker of NXT 2.0 versus Josh Alexander of Impact Wrestling. All right. That was my dream match. Thank you. I'll see you next time.